Parlor. How's everybody doing? I'm super excited. I'm in a slightly different location today, but all is well. We're going to have so much fun. I'm really excited for the technique that we're going to work on tonight. So we're just going to hang out for a minute and let friends join, and then we'll get started. Okay? The hair is all over the place. How's everybody doing? Say hi if you're here live so we can chat and hang out together. Let me get the chat going. Oh, there it is. Hello, Mother. How are you? I'm excited. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I think you can. Okay. So I got to clean my glasses here. So I'm upstairs today just because I thought, why not? It's fun. And I love the space. It's comfy and cozy. And I made the background dark, so you can't, it's my messy dining room, but it's fine. It's finally a beautiful day. Yeah. It is really nice today. It wasn't muggy either. It was just like a kind of a perfect day outside. That's true. Victoria's here. Hey, how are you, Victoria? Thanks for joining. If you're here live, say hi so we can chat. Tonight we're going to play with alcohol ink, which I'm super excited about. I'm going to show you a technique that is just one of my favorites that I like to use. You can use it for card making or scrapbooking or mixed media pages, art journaling, like lots of different ways. So I thought it would be good for everybody. And if you've seen it before, then no big deal. Then it's just a refresher. And if you haven't seen it, then you'll learn something new, which is also exciting. Did you see Barely Art now sells alcohol ink? No, I did not see that. Is that, that must be brand new. That's very cool. I didn't know about it. I have a few different brands of alcohol ink. I have Tim Holtz, which we'll be using tonight because I've got some of the bigger bottles and I just grabbed those from my stash. Oh, new today. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. They really are branching out. They started with just glue and now I know they have like SVGs that you can download sometimes. They have the cyanotype printing stuff. So that's really exciting. They're branching out. How cool. So I have T-Rex ink, which I love. They have a great variety of colors. They have lots of bright colors. They also have like, fallish, like more muted tones, and they have some with shimmer in them, which are really good. And then I have Jacquard alcohol inks, which are the Pinata, and those are amazing as well. My favorite metal ink, you know how Tim does like this alloy, this is the gilded one, where it kind of sits on top of the other colors and like floats a little bit and gives you the veins. Well, Jacquard did that. The Pinata brand alcohol ink has had that for a long time, and that's really my favorite one to do that kind of stuff with. So there's lots of different kinds of alcohol. I have Marabou. I don't love their bottles, but their colors are great, and the alcohol ink works great. So yeah, they're all good. I think they're just I think it's more of a preference of like what color palettes do you like better, and just what you have, what you get used to, but I'm curious to hear if anyone gets the Barely Arts, what they think of them. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, thanks for telling me about that. Sorry I missed last week. My life has literally turned upside down since last week, very unexpectedly. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. But yeah, so I'll just say quickly and then we'll move on. But I was let go from my job last week on Monday, and it was extremely unexpected. I was there almost 7 years, and anyway, it is what it is. It was definitely not something I saw coming at all. And I mean, I've been in the workforce 29 years and I've never been let go from any job. So it was definitely a different experience. And I took some time to just process it and like, you know, figure out what happened and what I do now and how I'm moving forward and all of that. And I'm feeling in a really good place right now. I'm just gonna let the universe, you know, show me what's next, and hopefully there will be some collaborations with companies coming in. I would love to do that, you know, and other art opportunities, but we'll see what happens and I'll keep you guys posted. But that just means for now, I have more time to make videos and to create new projects for you guys. And so, yeah, I see it as an opportunity to just change my life, change the way I do things and what I do and how I do it. And so there we go. All right. So I think we've waited long enough. So I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see my tabletop. Let me make sure. I do see comments, but I haven't seen any in a minute. So I don't know if they're delayed or what, but let me know if you're here. If you're here and you haven't said you're here yet, I would love to know who's hanging out and say hi so we can chat together. Are you going to create with us tonight? Am I frozen? Hopefully I'm not frozen. Uh-oh. The internet should be better where I am right now, not worse. So let me know if I'm frozen or slow. Gosh, I really hope I'm not. I'm going to be using Graphics Opaque White Craft Plastic tonight. So I'm just going to get one sheet out. I probably should have cut some of this down first. I think I'll do that now really quick. This package is 9 by 12 inch sheets, and they're 25 to a sheet. Yeah, the big screen froze. Hopefully it's not now. It seems like it's moving now, but it did freeze for a minute. I don't really know why. Victoria says things will always work out and usually turn out for the better. Change is still hard. It is. Yeah. Thank you, Victoria. Okay. Thanks for checking YouTube. It was frozen on my side too. And usually that means it's going to be that way everywhere. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm sorry. I'm going to move my mouse out of the way because I don't really need it and it's going to get inky. So let me cut this down really quick, just so we have smaller sheets to play with. Yeah. Well, am I still frozen though? Because I don't seem frozen. Okay, it's back. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it was frozen for a bit. I don't really know why. I'm sorry about that, guys. They keep telling us the new internet is coming, but it's not here yet. So, I mean, we have Comcast now. It shouldn't ever be frozen. But, you know, stuff happens. So, no biggie. We will work through it. So, I am going to cut these down a little bit more. They're no particular size. Let's see, these are 9. So, we'll go 4.5. So, they'll kind of be in half here. Oh, it's back. Okay, yeah. I'm just making sure there's no new comments. Okay, so we're going to have a few pieces here to play with. We can do different color combinations. I can show you different styles. Oh, I forgot to grab stencils, though. So let me just do that really quick. Shoot, I'm sorry. I forgot to do that before we started. I'm just going to grab a couple real quick off the top here. Okay. Oh, shoot, come on. Okay, that's okay. Let's go with these ones. I'm going to use some 6x6 stencils because they'll just be a little bit easier to maneuver. I just grabbed a pile, though. So let's get these organized. I think I'm going to go with these ones because they're a little bit easier to manage for what we're doing. Okay, so you can really use any kind of stencil, but I find that some that have either a bigger opening, like this is just you know, sort of like an arrow or chevron type thing. That's nice. Smaller openings like this even are fine, as long as you don't have a ton of little tiny detail. Oh, that's hard to see. Anyway, well, I'll show you as we go. Okay. So I've got opaque white craft plastic from Graphics because I love it. I use it all the time, and it's super useful for lots of things. Anything you would use Yupo for, you know, as far as that goes, you can use this instead. They're both basically plastic papers, you know. So when you're working with alcohol ink, you just need to make sure that what you're working on is non-porous. Okay, so let's just start with some fun colors. I have a limited color palette here right now. Let's go purple and pink, because why not? All right. So the first thing I want to do, well, actually, let's start with just one color, just so I can show you the technique, and then we can play with more colors together. So when I'm working with alcohol ink, I really like to use these felt pads with the Pouncer. Okay, and then we'll get our stencil that we're going to use, probably this one to start, just for fun. And we also need the blending solution. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just lay down some ink. And you can do it this way and spread it around with the Pouncer, or you can put it on the Pouncer and then just spread it around. Both ways work fine. If you do it this way, you're using more ink, but you're going to get you know, more intense color because more ink is laying down like all at once right away. And I'm just doing a swirl technique just to give it a little bit of texture. I think I am going to add a tiny bit more because I don't really want any white space. So this time I'm going to put some on my pad. Okay. Does Gesso make paper non-porous? Not really, no. Gesso just primes your surface so that sprays and paints and other products like that can move around easier and don't just soak right into the paper, but they don't make them non-porous. I'm thinking if that's actually true. I'm pretty sure it is true. You could always test it though. You know, you could get some regular paper and put white gesso on it and then use alcohol ink over it and see if it works. You know, it might change it enough. I don't know. That would be a good experiment for sure. Okay, so this is very well covered. Oh, hard to see. Got a glare. But look at that. Isn't that a beautiful, deep, rich color? Okay, so then I'm going to get a clean pad and put it on here. Okay, and then the next step is the fun part. We're going to take a stencil, any kind of stencil you want, and we're going to use alcohol blending solution. And we're going to put it right on the felt pad and be pretty generous. Okay. And then we're just going to pounce and lift. Pounce and lift. Now you can tape your stencil down if you want. You know, I don't love doing that, but you can for sure if you want it to be very precise. But you see, I'm just pouncing and lifting. I'm not smushing or rubbing or swiping it or anything like that. Just pounce and lift, pounce and lift. And we're going to do it for a while because we really want a lot of this color to lift. Now, notice my pad here is pretty dirty already. So I will change my pad fairly frequently during this part of the process just to make sure I'm able to lift. I mean, even just changing it once. See how much more I'm lifting now because I don't have I don't have all that ink on my pad already. And those felt pads are really inexpensive. So it's honestly not too bad, you know, to have to use a couple of them. I just have a drawer full and I pull them out when I need them. Okay. So I think we're pretty good. If you want to, you can always like peek, you know, and lift and peek at it and see if it's doing what you want or if it's enough. There's definitely still some purple here, and I'm going to pull them both up if I can, just so you can see that, because I do notice there's a bit of a glare. So can you see there's still purple in those spots where the stencil isn't, but it is a lot lighter than it was. Okay, so now I'm going to do the reveal. Are we ready? Ooh, okay, this part area had a little too much, but look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I love this technique so much. It's almost like a batik for alcohol ink, you know? Look at how pretty that is. Okay, so let's do another one. I'm going to, so for cleaning, oh, I thought I had it right here. Where did it go? For cleaning, you want to use either alcohol. You can use your blending solution, but it is, you know, it's not super cheap. So you can use, sorry, I'm not looking at you. Hold on one sec. I did have alcohol here. I moved it though. Sorry about that. I like to use hand sanitizer because it's in a gel form. It's, you know, and it's just easier to use and clean up. So I just put a little on my surface, put a little on my stencil, and then get a paper towel or any kind of towel to clean up, and you're good. So Sarah's here. Hey, Sarah, how are you? I miss you. So yeah, I'm just cleaning up the alcohol. And the reason I'm cleaning it up is because from the stencil is because I might use it again, and I don't want the purple to get reactivated, you know, if I'm using like green or something. So we're just going to clean our mess in between so that we can reuse everything and then go again. So I'm going to put a little bit more on here and kind of rub it around, even with my finger. That's helpful. But yeah, hand sanitizer works great. Also, you can just use regular rubbing alcohol. That works great as well. So, okay, hopefully, let's see. I can't tell because I don't usually clean my stencils very well. So I can't tell now if it's alcohol ink or if it's like paint from a different time. So we're just going to go with it. See what happens. All right, so the next one, let's do two colors together, and we'll use a different stencil just to see different, you know, different ways it can look. I love this technique so much. So again, I'm using the white opaque craft plastic from Graphics, but you can use, you know, anything that you use alcohol ink on, any non-porous surface. If you're doing it on glass, you can do this technique. You could do it on, oh, what was that? I was just thinking of something like, obviously, if you have Yupo paper, mineral paper works fine. Anything like that. Okay, so next one, let's pick different colors. Let's go with ooh, okay, hold on. What if we do purple and green? And I'm going to show you something totally different. And we're going to do one of my stencils. This one is called Floral Path. And this was in one of the Art Journal Adventure kits. So if you're not in that club and you want to be, this is one of the stencils that we got 1 month. No, is it? Yes, it is. Yeah, for sure. And this is the stencil I used at Creativation. But in that group, we get, you get art supplies sent to your house every month. And you also get 4 prompt cards and 4 videos and an exclusive Cassie's Parlor stencil every single month. It's amazing. So, okay. So first, for this one, we are going to use Let's start with green this time. Okay. If I can open it. Maybe. Oh, there's a kitty over here. What's going on, kitty? Don't drink my water. Silly girl. Hold on. I can't open the screen. Okay, there we go. How's everybody doing? Is this fun? Did you guys know this technique already, or is this new for you? Okay. I've got green. I put it on my pad this time instead of right on the paper, and I'm just pouncing everywhere. Ooh, this is such a nice bright green. Do you see Kitty behind me in the little screen? There she is. She misses her daddy. Okay. So I'm pouncing everywhere, just making sure it's getting all over. I do like to do the swirls because that gives you a cool kind of texture and look to it. Especially when you're swirling with a few different colors, that looks really cool. Almost like rosettes kind of sometimes. Anyway, okay. And then also if you just pounce, you get little cells and stuff. It's very fun. Alcohol ink is super duper addictive. Hi, Kitters. How are you? Do you see her? How are you doing? You want to be in the video? You want to make some art? Okay. So now we've got the green. Okay, can you see? Ooh, ah, beautiful. All right, so that one is called Mojito, if you want to know. Oh, this purple we used before and we're going to use again is called Vineyard, in case you guys want to know the colors. I did not know it. About the hand sanitizer? I'm not sure. Okay, so now we've got our base down. So now we're going to do the same technique that we did last time, okay? And I'm just going to pull up whatever's on here. So I'm getting a fresh pad, just using those little felt pads. Your favorite, oh, Mojito is? Oh, you didn't know the technique? Oh, well, that's exciting. I love when I learn something new. Okay, so again, we're going to use the alcohol blending solution. We're going to put it on the pad. And we're going to just pounce and lift, okay? Pounce and lift. We are not going to rub or swipe. We're just going to pounce and lift. And we're going to do this a couple times. I really do want as much of the green lifted as possible, okay? Oh my gosh. It just is so darn cool. It's like, it looks like marbled or something. I don't know how to explain it. Alcohol ink is one of those things that amazes me every single time. I don't know how else to say that, but I really love it. Okay, go one more time. Try to get a lot of this color lifted. So I have a question for you. So I am, I'm constantly trying to improve and, I'm going to swipe and see what happens here because I really want this color gone. But anyway, I'm always trying to make things better and more accessible and more, offer you more value and more things, and so I'm just wondering if Wednesday at this time is a good time for everyone. What do you think of this day and time for having lives? Just curious. Okay, I've lifted a good amount of the green. So now I'm going to get a fresh pad and put the purple down and we'll see what we get. There is some green there, so there's a chance it could make a little bit of brown, but I have lifted most of the colors. So I'm really hopeful that we can just replace oh, that's a lot of purple. Okay. I'm hoping we can replace. Okay. Also notice I didn't move the stencil at all. Okay. So I left the stencil where it was. I lifted out as much color, as much of that green color as I could. And now I'm replacing it with purple and we'll see what we get. Green and purple, if they blend too much, they make mud. But if you can work it out so they don't blend and you just get the contrast of the two colors against each other. It's kind of magical, honestly. Okay. It's one of my favorite color combos. So let's see here. Okay, I think I've covered most of it. This is a really dark purple too. I don't see any mud. I think because, partly because the alcohol ink was dry, that helped not to have it mix too much. Okay, Sarah says the caption said wives instead of lives. Yes, this is a good date and time for wives. That's hilarious. I didn't realize you had captions on either. That's so fun. Okay. I mean, we could do wives too. We're all wives. I think most of us are anyway. Mom says, I think the day and time are good. Breaks up the week and after dinner for most. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Just checking in. Okay. So it did go under a little bit in some areas, but look at how cool this is. You can do this with any color combination. How awesome is that? And then you have a different background from your stenciled area. Imagine this is the background of a card, and then just put a sentiment on top and some ribbon or something. Todd's here. Todd, you're a lurker. How are you doing? You're not a wife. I mean, that's debatable. Just saying. I'm just kidding. Love you. How are you doing? It's nice to see you out here. Okay, so now I'm going to clean up my mess. What color should we do next? We have all the basics. We have red, orange, no yellow. I could get some yellow, but I don't have any right here. Let's see. What colors are we going to do next? Are we doing 2 or 1? We didn't do pink at all yet, so we kind of have to do pink. What if we could do pink and black? That's gorgeous. Or we could do pink and red. What do you guys think? Pink and green is fun. Doing great. Love all the creative techniques. Thanks. Pinot and blue. Pinot is like a dark cranberry red. I'm just kidding. Okay, so pink and blue. Oh, okay. The blue I have is Monsoon. It's more of like a, what is that? Dusty blue. You want these two? I know, I saw, Sarah. Thank you. I like Pinot though. That's yummy. I'm all over that. Okay, let's do pink and blue. That sounds fun. And we'll use the other stencil I have. So this time, let's use these together and mix them up, and then just lift. And then after this, let's just make a project out of these, because this really is the technique. And you just do it over and over again until the end of time, because it's addictive and you love it. Carol's here. Hey, Carol, how are you doing? All right, so this pink is Gumball. It's gorgeous. It's almost as beautiful as my hair, but not quite. And then again, the blue is Monsoon. I'm going to put them together. We'll see how they behave. Oh yeah, that's amazing. And the blue is making a purplish color, which is lovely. So to do this technique where I'm swirling, I just hold it at the end here and kind of twirl it around so that when it hits the paper, I'm twirling. Okay. Twirl, twirl, twirl. And if you do this and you feel like, oh, there's too much pink or too much blue or whatever, by the way, there's never too much pink, just for the record. But in case you're weird and you don't like pink that much, you can always go back over it with another color and keep going and going and going until you're happy with the result. And then I like to do this, and then I like to just pounce lightly and not swirl it, so I get some like bubbly type cells almost. You could even introduce a third color here, and like here, let me just show you for funsies. We'll just go with this dark purple because it'll be really easy for you to see and very stark. I have limited color palette. I should have picked different inks. Okay, let me just do a tiny little bit. This color is very pungent. And I'm doing tiny little dots just here and there. I think the more you do, you know, the better it looks, honestly. It just creates so much depth and texture. It's really cool. So here's what I have so far. If I get up close here. Fun, super fun. Okay, so now we're going to lift again. So same idea. We're just going to use our blending solution. Let me get the lids back on these guys so we don't make a mess. Okay, and then get our pouncer. Whoa, get some blending solution and pick our stencil. Let's use the one we haven't used yet so I don't have to clean the other one. How's that? This is a good one too. It's like kaleidoscope almost. I don't know what brand it is, so don't ask. Sorry. Okay, and then we're just going to pounce. And this time I'm just going to do one sort of once over on here instead of doing it twice to lift more, just so you can see how that looks. And then I suppose we could make a project if you guys want. What time is it? Oh, we've got so much time. This is moving. Don't move. I need more blending solution. There we go. How's everyone's week going? Are you having a good time? Having a good week? It's the last month of summer. Some people have birthdays this month. Most of our family birthdays are over, thank goodness. Until October, of course. Oh my gosh, speaking of October, if you are going to the retreat, a couple of people here are going to the retreat. I just started putting the swag bags and like class supplies and everything together. Holy crap. You need to leave a lot of space in your travel bag to bring stuff home because you are getting some goodies. I cannot wait. Okay, so I think we're good. I just went over once. Let's check it out. Ooh, so this is an interesting stencil. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it almost looks like stained glass or like cobblestone type thing. It's kind of hard to see, I realize. But when you do this technique, because you're not getting all of that detail, it really just looks like a stone wall or something, you know? Really, really awesome. I love those colors together too. That was a good choice. Okay, trying to get my house in order before I go to Italy. Oh my gosh. Why are you going to Italy? Tell us all about it, Sarah. I feel like we haven't chatted in a while too, so we should do that soon. Wow, I'm so jealous you get to go to Italy. That's amazing. Okay, so putting this stuff aside. So what do we want to do? We want to make a card or a tag. I'm going to clean this mess. Does anyone have any questions about what you can use with this stuff or anything about it? It's a really pretty simple technique, but it's so much fun. And I love having it, you know, just available to use for when you want to make something quickly, but you want like a really great wow factor. So yes, kidders, I hear you, but I'm busy right now. Goodness gracious. Oh, it's a secret. Oh, oh my goodness. Well, that's very exciting, Sarah. I wanted to know more. Releasing a new product and I'm going to their launch. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you. That's going to be amazing. Okay, so there's the 3 pieces that we made. And what if we use 2 of them, like cut them diagonal or something, or cut strips and put strips together? What do we think about that? Let me get, kidders, I don't have time right now, baby. I'm going to get a piece of cardstock and we'll just make a quick card out of it. Okay, here we go. I'm coming. We need a stamp, right? Ooh, okay. What if we do one of these guys on there? This is very much impromptu. I got some ink. Let's go with it. I'm in my dream box, so I've got all the things by my side. Well, I wonder, it's a secret. Now you've got me thinking. I wonder if it's, could it be silhouette? That would be very exciting. I won't try to guess anymore, though, I promise. All right, so I've just got some cardstock that's already cut here, which makes my life easier, right? You're going to Texas from Minnesota for pinners. Oh, yeah. I remember. That's very exciting, too. I would like to go to that one of these years. That sounds like fun. Mosaic looking. Yeah, that last one, it really is. Okay, put that away. I'll deal with it later. So here's our card base. I think it's like 6 by 6 or 5.5 by 5.5. We'll just make a quick card out of it. What do you think? All right. So need the cutter again. I think it would be cool to do like strips of this and then just have them be like staggered or something. Let's see. Oh, we have to go this way so they're the same height. Okay, those are all the same height that way. Let's just see what we get. I'm gonna go 1.5 inches. I wasn't sure if we were gonna make anything or not, so I didn't really plan this part. But I often don't plan, and we just come up with something fun anyway, right? I love when you do cards because it gives me new ideas. Oh, good. Okay, well, that's great because that's what we're doing. Yay. Okay. Are you going to pinners with with Artistry, Sarah, or just on your own, or what are you doing? Or we can chat later if you'd rather. Okay, here we go. I get about 2 from each one, and then that last strip is thinner, but I can still use it somewhere. I'm going to cut this too. I don't know if we'll use it. That green is so bright and bold and different than the rest of what we've done, but there we go. Is it going to cut? Okay, I just missed a little tiny part. Okay. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. All right, so there's that. And this card is way bigger, but I think if we use a few of these, like I was thinking, like, what if we stagger them? I don't know. I'm just totally thinking on the fly here. Oh, I guess we just do one of each. Excuse me. Got to flip it because I got ink or something on the other side. I need a drink. Oh, okay. Well, no, they didn't. They did the one in Atlanta. They're not going to Texas. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, that's so exciting. This is the most interesting part for me because I see these 3 pieces that look really cool, and I would be too unsure of myself to cut them up. But this is where the magic comes out. When somebody creative and adventurous just goes for it and creates something. Oh, thanks, Todd. Yeah, well, they're just pieces of paper, and you can always make more. So, you know, don't ever be afraid to mess with it. I don't know. I think I'm just going to do some like staggered like lines like this. And then look at these. I got these guys from Tim Holtz. We could stamp one of these and put them on here, or I've got the bigger head on here. And we have, I love these sayings. This says, imagination is the reality of a dreamer. The future belongs to the curious. Being lost is worth being found. Simplicity is its own form of artistry. Those are amazing, actually. I don't know if this guy's face is too big, but maybe not. What if we did them? What if we did this sideways? Would have to go this way because this is darker, so it needs to be on the bottom because it's just heavier, you know. It could even be like wonky. They don't have to be straight across. Okay, they could overlap. I don't know. What do you guys think? He could go, oh yeah, I like that. Okay, I like this. This is good. I think I like it with just 3. It keeps it fairly simple and just directs your eye to to this. You like them wonky. I do too. I think that looks good. Okay, good. I'm glad that you agree because that makes me feel good. Okay, let me get a block. This one's almost wide enough, and I think we're just going to make it work. And then I think we're going to pick. So sometimes it's really fun if you really limit yourself. Like there's a lot of ink in here. This is all archival ink. Can you see? But I have no idea what colors are in here. So we're going to pick something that's in here. I'm just going to real quick. I need to label them so I don't have to do this every time. Here's purple. That might be pretty. I kind of want black, to be honest, because it's going to be neutral to those other colors, you know, but if black isn't in here, we're going to make do with something else. Ooh, watering can that's a dark gray, but I don't think it's dark enough. Ooh, we just got lucky. Yay. We have black soot, so we're going with that. So let me move this off here because I'm running out of space. Okay, so first we're going to tape these down. Do I have a tape runner? I do. Glorious, glorious. So yeah, sometimes this is, if you missed the beginning, this is opaque craft plastic. So it's basically like plastic paper. It's non-porous paper. Yes, black. Okay, good. And sometimes if you're using a tape gun like this, that's just got like double-sided tape in a cartridge, sometimes it's hard to get it out because it's so slippery, but I did get it to work, just so you know. Okay, so we're going to put this one here. I did get official word, I think today actually, that Alfred gets to move into his art studio, his photography studio, I should say, on September 1st. And I get to move into my art studio where I can have in-person classes, which I know most of you aren't near me, but if you were, you could come in person or you could take a trip. Anyway, I'll get mine October 1st. So when we get back from the retreat, my studio will be ready for me. So I'm very, very excited about that. I'm going to have a place for stock for everything that's on my website and for like art journal kit stuff. And then I'm going to have a place where I can do lives. I'm going to be decorating one wall and making it really fun and funky, my style. And then I'm going to have, shoot, I need paper. 1 second. Hold on. I got to get a piece of paper. Regular paper. I was really not prepared for this, was I? Sorry, guys. Here is, I'll just get, oh, I know what I need. Hold on. Good thing I have lots of stuff near me. I just needed like white cardstock paper. So here we go. So anyway, my studio is going to be good for stock. So it's not taking over my house anymore. And then also, yeah, I'm going to be doing lives from there sometimes, which I'm really excited about. I have some really great ideas and a way to just take it to the next level. It's going to be amazing. So look out for that in October. Okay. Oh, another cool thing. I talked to Ashley with Artist Spree a couple weeks ago before she went on vacation. She just got back from vacation and is mailing all our stuff to me right now. But we went over everything that's going to be in the class kit and in the swag bag for the retreat, and it is ridiculous, you guys. Sorry, I'm just fussy cutting, so I'm going to chat for a minute. But and she's also going to put a bundle together on the website for the supplies that are going to be used at the art retreat. So if you want to get more of it, If you love it and you're like, holy crap, I need more, that will be discounted and it'll be in a bundle. And then she's also giving me a code for all of you to get a discount off of products when you use my code for 2 months for all of September and October. So she's totally 100% just off the rails, giving so much stuff and just being really, really amazing and generous. And I love her. And I'm just really thankful. And I cannot wait for you guys to see what you get and to play with it. It's so fun and addictive. And, you know, Artistry really makes sublimation printing easy and usable for everybody. You don't have to have a printer and like all the supplies. It's just so easy to do, and you can really customize anything that you want. And there's so many great ways to do it. Paint and ink and markers and all the things. So I cannot wait for that. You guys are going to be blown away. Sarah says, I see a trip in my future. Yes, please. Oh my gosh, you're not even that far away. You have to come and visit when I have the studio. Yes, 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 yes. I'll be having some really fun, great in-person classes, stuff that like I could teach online, but it's just better to do in person because we get to interact with each other. I can see how you're doing something. I can give you tips on like if it's just not working out very well or whatever. It's just so much more fun that way. Bert Handsome. What? I don't know what that means, Mom. Mom says, I wonder if you stamped that on clear, if it would show up on the card. Well, it would, except that this is kind of busy, like these 3 things. So that's the reason I put it on white so that it can stand out from the background a little bit more. I'll come teach guest classes. Yes, please. I really need to learn how to become an expert on the silhouette. So you could teach me and everyone else at the same time. I would really love that. Like for real. That's no joke. So, okay, I'm just going to keep it flat for tonight. I was going to raise it. Actually, I still can. Kitty, you're just going to have to wait, babe. You have to be patient. Patience, patience. I have foam squares right here, so let's just use some. Okay. I like to, when I'm making cards, sometimes I like the focal point to be popped up a little bit from the background just to give it a little bit more emphasis. So, okay, while I'm doing this, you guys pick, we're almost done. You guys pick which one of these you want for the sentiment for the card. So I'll read them again as I'm doing this. It says, imagination is the reality of a dreamer. The future belongs to the curious. Being lost is worth being found. Simplicity is its own form of artistry. Which one do you like the best? Tell me, and I will use it. Okay, so we've got some foam squares on here. So let's get this on here. Let's see. I'm just thinking if I weren't like hurrying through this, what else would I do? I guess I don't really have to hurry either, but no, I think I like it that way. I was going to say I could put a border around those or something, or do some doodling. That's Todd's pseudonym. Why is it Todd's pseudonym? Bert Handsome is from a Bluey episode where Bandit, Bluey's dad, is a client for... you have totally lost me, Mom. I have no idea. Oh, I see. I see. Is that your little character on there? I don't know anything about that. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I'm going to have to look it up after this. Okay, so here, I'm putting him right here on purpose because I do want a little bit of these strips to come out the other side, just so they don't look like they're totally cut off and only on that side. So it helps your eye go all the way through that guy and come through the edge of the paper. So there's that, okay? And then, did we pick a sentiment, or am I picking? I'm okay with picking if you guys don't want to pick one. I'm gonna drink of water. I I think I like the Curious one. Did anyone else pick? No, I don't see any other picks. So I'm picking The Future Belongs to the Curious. Excuse me. So I'm going to do that. Sorry. Actually, I've got some matte. Yeah, I've got some matte Duralar here, which is also a graphics product that you know I love. Sorry, I can't. My throat is dry right now. It sounds like Henry's doing gymnastics upstairs again. We've got 2 weeks left till school starts. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to use some matte Duralar here. I just keep it up in this cubby thing because I just use it a lot. So I'll just, what am I going to do here? Here, we'll use this one. And I'm going to use archival ink on here because you can. Same, I'm going to go with black because I just really want it to stand out from the background here. But let's just see how it looks with the matte Duralar. If I don't like it, if I feel like it's weird or not working, whoa, then I can always redo it on paper. But I think it's fun to just try different surfaces sometimes. You might be pleasantly surprised. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the other thing I wanted to say, this looks so good. All right, I'm going to dry this really quick just to make sure I don't smudge it. All right, I'm mostly there. This technique I showed you with the alcohol ink on this paper, the opaque craft plastic, is one of the techniques that I teach you in the Craft Menagerie. So if you're not a member of the Craft Menagerie, there are so many awesome things that we do every month. And when you join, you get full access to everything that we've done so far. So every month you get, oh, I didn't straighten it. Okay, let's straighten it here. Sorry, hold on. Every month you get 2 live art classes with me. So on Zoom. So I can see you, you can see me. We can chat about the art project. We can chat about just life and whatever. But also you get to, you know, if you're having trouble with something or it's just not working out, you can ask me for help, which is amazing, right? Because sometimes I'll show you a technique and then you go and try and do it and you're like, it's not working the same way. Why is mine different? Or what did I do wrong or whatever? And sometimes it's just the paper or, you know, there's some like little element to it that isn't working quite right. And and it can be really frustrating. So it's nice to be able to have me there live so that we can work through those things together in real time. And you learn a new project or technique or whatever every month. And you get me live for 2 weeks. And then, oh my God, that looks so good. Okay. And then you also get a bonus video, which teaches you some technique or some interesting, you know, way of doing, like one month we did paper beads. Another month we did this alcohol ink technique. I showed you different batiking techniques. Really, really fun. And then also there's an art challenge, and I just changed it up this month to make it a little bit more interesting and challenging. So I'm curious to see what people think of that. But if you're curious about the Craft Menagerie, ask me questions, you know, send me a message privately if you want, or ask here or wherever. And if you're not sure if it's right for you, excuse me, so sorry, my throat is so dry tonight. And yeah, that's what I want to say about that. But anyway, this is one of the projects that or one of the bonus videos that you get in there is how to do this technique. Okay, I'm trying to find the right spot for this, and then I'm just going to put Come on, you can do it. Please work. There we go. Okay, there's one side. And then the other side, and then I'll cut off the excess. I just want to make sure I have it stuck down really well. And I'm putting it over the guy and everything else. So I'll show you up close in a second. It looks really cool just to have yet another type of surface, adding more value to the overall aesthetic. Okay, here we go. There we go. We made a card. How simple. And look at that. That matte Duralar is almost like a vellum, right? So you can still see what's behind it, but it's a lot more muted, and your focal point here is able to really stand out. So there we go. There's our full card. We used 3 totally different strips of fun alcohol technique and this really cool guide. This is a Tim Holtz stamp with the sentiment, and there. That's it. So now I have a cool card to send to somebody. The future belongs to the curious. I love it. So, okay, let me flip over so I can say goodnight. Very cool. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Todd. That's really sweet. This is my favorite thing to do. So there we go. So we made a fun card. We learned a new alcohol technique. If you want more information about the Craft Menagerie, which is just an online art membership program, like I said, we have 2 videos every month where we make a project together live in Zoom. We can chat. We get a little silly and crazy in there sometimes, but it's super fun. You also get a bonus project. There's art challenges, stuff like that, and a community, of course. And then the Art Journal Adventure Group is a subscription box. I send you art supplies to your house every month. You get art journal prompt cards and 4 videos every month and a community. It's really amazing. And you get to try new products, you know, maybe some things you haven't even heard of before. So yay, those are all the things that I have going on right now. Lots of fun stuff coming up. The retreat is really, you know, finalizing. I have the menu I'm going to post. I've put together the swag bags as much as I can, waiting on a few more things. And then we're going to go. So I'm really excited. Thank you. I'm curious who's going to get that card. I have no idea. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Here it is one more time. Oh, it's very bright. There you go. All right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.